Hi, Lore.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Fine.
Perfect, Chris. Okay, okay, Chris. So let's start. There. Let's see this. Oh, come on. Ok, hemos acabado el Module B, Unit 1. Sí, ya lo hemos acabado. Hicimos pronunciation. Today we have to start Unit 2. Comencemos con Unit 2, Chris. A ver, la gramática del día de hoy. Gerunds and subjects. Okay. Possibility of prefix. Vamos a ver la parte de los gerunds. Cuando utilizamos básicamente los gerunds como objetos o como subjects. Eso que deberíamos verlo con los infinitives, pero los infinitives todavía no. Creo que eso lo llevamos en la siguiente unidad. Entonces, so let's start, Chris, with gerunds. This is the topic about, for example, when we use the gerund, the ing with the verb, but when we use it like objects or subjects, or in what kind of cases I can use the gerund, okay? For example, let's start with the first one, that it says, the first one, as the subject of a clause. When we use this as a subject, for example, when our sentence is going to start with the verb with ing, like cycling. Cycling is good for your health. Okay, cycling is good for your health. In this case, cycling, it is my gerund. It is like my subject, my noun. So that's why I use with ing. Cycling is good for your health. Now, here, swimming may be great for my health. So what we are saying, what we are doing, we are like, for example, we are like, oh, here, we are expressing or we are describing when we are talking about a specific action. So we don't have any subject. We don't have you, he, she, it, or maybe a name. We don't have. We have a verb, an action. So we are describing that action. When we want to describe an action, always we use the gerund. The gerund, we said that it is the verb with ing. So I don't have to say like cycle in base form. Cycle is good for your health. No, it's incorrect. Or some case could use who is good for your health. So that's incorrect. Always we use cycling with ing is good for your health. Swimming may be great for my health. In this case, we're not using a verb to be because we can use this like the gerunds with verb to be or with any verb. Okay, but we could use it. This is the first one when we use it as a subject. The second, it is when we use this, okay, this gerund after a preposition. So first we use a preposition, and after we use the gerund. Okay, so what is preposition? For example, prepositions are like of, before, like here that we have some examples. Here, this list. With verbs with prepositions followed by gerund. This of, it is a preposition. If I have like accused of, I was accused of smoking in the street, for example. So we use smoking with ing, not smoke. So when we have these prepositions with, for, about, into, like here, for, about, of, up, in, okay, always we use the gerund, the verb with ing, okay. So we have here some prepositions, and this is the second one that is here. Here, after a preposition. The example was, I did my homework before going out. So before is my preposition. Going with ing, going out is my gerund. Okay, so this is about the ing form. Now, the third part, it is about this. When we are using verbs, okay, when we are using verbs. So we are using like verbs followed by gerund, okay, verbos que van a ser seguidos de gerundos. For example, not all the verbs, okay, not all the verbs can be followed by gerunds. No, okay. Always we have like a list where we are going to use with just gerunds. For example, admit is a verb that we use just with gerunds, or enjoy. Enjoy, this list of verbs works with just gerunds. Enjoy. And after I have cook with ing, cooking. Okay, so there are another verbs like here in the document, here, okay, here, like afford, agree, appear, arrange, okay. We have these verbs that these verbs don't or doesn't work with gerunds. These verbs are going to work just with infinitives. Infinitives, it is to plus the verb, okay? And this is the infinitive. And also, for example, if I find some verb like expect, or plan or wish, okay? After these ones, we never use gerunds. This is a list specific with infinitives. And we have a list with just with especially words with gerunds. Okay, so this is the uses of gerunds and infinitives. Okay, so until here, maybe Chris, do we have some question?
No, Laura.
Okay, excellent. So now let's do. In this document, I will send you, I will share with you this document. And okay, this second part that we have in this PDF, we don't have a, for example, like, um, for example, when we have two ways, verbs that we have like begin, like cease, like hate. These verbs can be followed by infinitives and gerunds with both, okay? But in this case, we're not gonna see yet this part, the second part, because we have like some special rules when we are doing this, okay? So just that, no more. And here, for example, you have some exercises in order to practice. If you have some doubts, you can tell, okay? So just that. And what else? Yeah, I will show you this document and let's go to the platform. I will assign you right now. Give me a second. Mhm. Subjects. Page here. Yes. Okay. Could you refresh again, please? Please. And let's go to the assigned. Objects 1. Students and objects 1. Or yeah, the assignments. Yeah, those two ones that we have. Yes. Okay, just one. Y this is for la C, ¿no? Dice exercising. Yeah, that's C.
Yes. Mhm.
The problem. Wait. Excellent, very good. So the second exercise. Okay. Okay. Stop. Mm, stop believe. Recordamos aquí, ¿no, Chris? Que all of them we are using with gerunds. All of so stop with believe, it's okay, but with gerund, stop believing. After this kid, investigating, but it is okay investigating. And finally, hoping. I keep hope. Okay. Okay. So let's check it. Excellent. I think, yeah, perfect. Okay. Excellent. Now, let's do this. I will share you my screen. And we will see this. Reflexive pronouns. Let's see what is reflexive pronouns about. We have this. Give me a second. Okay, this reflexive pronouns. Okay. Okay, reflexive pronouns. As you can see here, Chris, when we talk about reflexive pronoun, we are especially talking about, for example, like a subject. These are similar to subjects, but these subjects reflects to somebody else, so to oneself. Okay, it's going to work like a mirror. Okay, why? Because it says here, when we use these reflexive pronouns, we use when we want to refer back to the subject of the sentence. It means, for example, if you did something, but you did it without help, okay? So you did it alone, that action. You did it like with anybody's help. So that is the reflexive pronoun. And here we have a list. This first that ends with self, okay, self, and this that ends with selves. Always we're going to finish here with self when we're talking about singular pronoun. And we are going to end with selves when we're talking about plural. Okay, plural, just that. So after this, what do we have here? We have the singular reflexive pronouns. We have myself, that this myself comes from I, yourself comes from you, himself, herself, itself. From she, no, from he, from she, from it. Okay, so it comes from a subject pronoun. The plural comes from a subject pronoun in plural also, like ourselves, that comes from we. Yourselves comes from you in plural, and themselves comes from they in plural. So always, always, when we use reflexive pronoun, it means that we're talking about just oneself, with any help, with nothing. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a list of reflexive and non-reflexive pronouns. For example, let's see what is a non-reflexive. Here, when I have a name, a subject, John, John, it is the same as he. John saw me. Here I have one subject, and here I have another object pronoun. So this sentence means that I am not reflecting, I'm not seeing just about one person. We are talking about two people, about John and me. Okay, two people. So John saw me. Why does he blame you? Okay, he, the subject, and you, that it is the object. David here, like the subject, and him, the object. Okay, so we're talking about this. So after this, what do we have? The reflexive pronoun. It is when we mention, when we reflect the same person or the same thing. Okay, for example, I saw myself in the mirror. Okay, I, this is my subject. Myself, I'm talking about me. So I will use the same, the subject and the reflexive pronoun that it belongs to the subject. For example, here, if I have, I saw, I can't use yourself, themselves, ourselves, itself, no. Always I use myself because it comes from I, okay? I saw myself in the mirror. It means that I see just me in the mirror, right? So, why do you blame yourself? I'm using you, the subject, and I'm using the reflexive pronoun that it corresponds, okay? I have John, it comes from he, sent himself. So himself, that comes from him, right? A copy. Mary sent herself a copy. So Mary, she, herself, she, that comes from she, okay? My dog, it's the animal, I'm using like it. That's why I use itself. My dog hurt itself. Okay, so just that. So now, what about this? We blame ourselves. We, and we are using the same reflexive pronoun, ourselves. Okay, so can you help yourselves? You, yourselves, selves, and they. cannot look after themselves. I'm using they and I'm using themselves. So the reflexive pronoun, okay? So that is. Do you have maybe some question about this, Chris?
No, Lore.
Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna see it in the platform, okay? Let's go. I will assign you here, please. And give me 1 second. Okay, so now could you refresh, please? Okay. In this case, it is because the first yourself, it is for plural. Okay, and the second is for singular. Self with F, it is always with a singular, just one person with you. Yourselves with a V, it is for plural. Serve with a lot of people. So in this 6, it's saying that John, don't be so hard on yourself because we're talking about just John. And in the last one, we are talking about two of them. Bye, Talia. Bye, Amy. Take care of yourselves with VES. Okay, so singular and plural.
What's the meaning of John, don't be so hard on yourself?
It is like saying, John, no seas tan duro contigo
Yo
mismo.
mismo. Mm,
Contigo mismo.
And in the next sentence,
Se está despidiendo, ¿no? Chao, Talia. Chao, Amy. Take care of, cuídense de ustedes mismos. O sea,
usted.
cuídense por sí. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Excellent, Chris. So it is okay. Maybe do we have some question until here? Some doubt, maybe?
Mm, no, Lori.
Okay. Who's try to translate? Okay, for example, with I, myself, yo misma, o yo misma, por mí misma, okay, and yourself, the same, por ti mismo, a ti mismo, y eso, okay.
Yes.
Himself, igual, de el mismo, por el mismo, todo es por sí mismo, ok. No son los plurales. Porque ya vamos a ver otra que no refleja a nosotros mismos. Pero eso lo vamos a ver más adelante. ¿Qué utilizamos cuando no refleja a nosotros mismos? Sino que involucra a otros. ¿Ok? Pero esto es cuando una persona hace la actividad por sí mismo, sin ayuda de nadie, y bueno, pues es para esa misma persona, o sea, yo hago algo para mí misma y nadie me tiene que ayudar ni nada de eso, ¿ok? Esos son los reflexive pronouns. ¿Ok, Chris?
Okay.
Excellent. So, second, I will assign all the tasks about this unit. Tomorrow we will finish with the second. Okay, excellent. So this is all the tasks that you have to go doing. Okay, Chris?
Okay.
Perfect. So today we'll finish with daily array. Okay, Chris. So see you tomorrow. Have a nice night. And if you have some questions, just tell me. Okay?
Okay, Lori. Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.